Good day, pupils. How are we doing today? I hope we have been keeping safe at home and we've been enjoying ourselves. Okay, it's time for our class again, and we're going to be taking numeracy today. Our topic is equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Remember, we studied equivalent fractions on Monday, and we said equivalent fractions are fractions that are equal. Fractions that are equal, that is, they have the same value. And I told you that 1 over 2 is equals to 2 over 4. That means when you divide 2 over 4 to its lowest term, you also get your 1 over 2. Also, 3 over 6 is equal to 1 over 2. When you break it down to its lowest term, you get your 1 over 2. We did some examples how to find equivalent fractions, and we'll pick one of those examples now to go over to it before we continue. Now look at this example we have right here. We have 1 over 3 is equal to box over 6. We have box over 9, 4 over box, and 5 over box. All these boxes represent missing numbers. How do we find the equivalent fractions that we match with this? Now, what we need to do is to multiply. Like I told you in our last class, we start multiplying from 2. We multiply our numerator and we also multiply our denominator using the same value. So now let's start. We start from 2. 1 times 2 is equal to 1 times 3, 1 times 4, 1 times 5. Also our denominator, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, and 3 times 5. Now let's get their values. 1 times 2 gives us 2. 1 times 3 gives us 3. 1 times 4 gives us 4. 1 times 5 gives us 5. For our denominators, 3 times 2 gives us 6. 3 times 3 gives us 9. 3 times 4 gives us 12. And 3 times 5 gives us 15. Now, these are the answers we have gotten. Now, we can fill in the box. We have 2 over 6 in our answer, but in the question, we have box. So, it means 2 is supposed to be here. Now, we have 3 over 9. When we look at our question, we see box over 9. So, 3 is supposed to be on top of 9. That means this box is 3. 4 over 12. And now 4 over box, in our answer, we have 4 over 12. So, the 12 will be here. And then we have 5 over 15 in our answer, but the question is 5 over box. That means 15 is supposed to be here. I hope this is clear. Now we go to our main topic for today, which is finding missing numbers represented by letters. Finding missing numbers represented by letters. We have example 1. 3 over 4 is equals to n over 20. 3 over 4 is equals to n over 20. Now, our first step, we need to cross multiply. N here is the missing number. To find it, first of all, we need to cross multiply and then divide by the value of the coefficients. Now, to cross multiply, it means we're going to multiply 4 times n and 3 with 20. 4 times n, 3 times 20. You see, I drew an arrow that looks as if I'm writing multiplication sign. This is to show that we are cross multiplying. So we are going to do it like this. 4 times n is equal to 3 times 20. 4 times n gives us 4n. All you need to do is remove the multiplication sign. It becomes 4n. And then 3 times 20 gives us 60. So we have 4n is equal to 60. Now, the next step is to divide by the value of the coefficient. The coefficient in this case is the number that is close to the letter you are looking for. We are looking for n, and what is close to n right now is 4. So our coefficient is 4. That means we'll divide both sides by 4. So 4n divided by 4, 60 divided by 4. 4 in 4 gives us 1. 4 in 60 gives us 15. Therefore, n is equals to 15. N is equal to 15. Now let's quickly go to example number 2. Our example number 2. Example number 2. We have 2 over 5 equal to 8 over x. X is the missing number here and is represented with letter. Now I said our first step is to cross multiply. So what you need to do is to draw your arrow that shows you are cross multiplying. 2 times x, 8 times 5. We write it out. 2 times x is equal to 8 times 5. Now 2 times x, all you need to do is to remove the multiplication sign. What you have left is 2x. So we have 2x is equals to 8 times 5 gives us 40. So we have 2x equal to 40. Now remember, the next step is to divide by the value of the coefficient. The coefficient here is the number that is close to the letter we are looking for. We are looking for letter x, and what is close to it is 2. So the coefficient is 2. That means we divide both sides by 2. So 2x divided by 2, 40 divided by 2. 2 in 2 is 1. 2 in 40 gives us 20. Therefore, x is equal to 20. X is equal to 20. Now, our example number 3, we have m over 5 is equal to 3 divided by 15. M over 5, 3 over 15. Now, remember the first step, which is cross multiplication. Cross multiplication, draw your arrow. Now we have m times 15 is equal to 3 times 5. M times 15 gives us m15, like I said earlier. Remove the multiplication sign, you have m15. 3 times 5 gives us 15. So m15 is equal to 15. Our next step, divide by the value of the coefficient. The coefficient here, or the number close to the letter we are looking for, is 15. So we divide both sides by 15. m15 divided by 15 and 15 divided by 15. 15 here, 1. 15 in 15 gives us 1. That means our m is equal to 1. Let me quickly recap. I go back to number 2. I said we have 2 over 5 is equals to 8 over x. Then first step to take is cross multiply. You multiply your 2 times x and your 8 times 5. That's why we have 2 times x is equals to 8 times 5. And then 2 times x gives us 2x. 8 times 5 gives us 40. So 2x equal to 40. Now we divide both sides by 2. The number close to the letter we are looking for. So 2x is equals to 40. Divide both sides by 2. We have 2 in 2 gives us 1. 2 in 40 gives us 20. Therefore, x is equals to 20. And for our number 3, we have m over 5 is equals to 3 over 15. M over 5 is equals to 3 over 15. We cross multiply, we have m times 15 is equals to 3 times 5. And then we divide both sides by the coefficients, which is 15. 15 is close to m. We are dividing both sides by 15. So 15, m15 divided by 15, and then 15 divided by 15. 15 in 15 gives us 1. Therefore, m is equal to 1. I hope the lesson is well understood. The notes and the assignments will be sent to the WhatsApp page. Please go through the notes again and try out your assignments. If you have any questions, you can send it to me. I hope the class is well understood. Thanks for listening.